yako, siku ya harusi, siku ya furaha, siku ya upendo, ni siku yako mama, siku ya furaha, siku ya upendo, ni siku yetu ya harusi, siku ya furaha, siku ya upendo, hata wazazi wamekubali, siku ya furaha, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day, it's your wedding day. Naahidi penzi kamilifu kuku.
Wow, what a beautiful day, what a beautiful morning. This is Crown TV and my name is Peter Fabius. Most of the time we talk about weddings, and weddings are beautiful moments in our lifetime. Today we embark on My Wedding, My Story show, and we have an amazing couple right here in the studio. Without much ado, I'm actually going to allow them introduce themselves. Karibuni sana to our show today, My Wedding, My Story. First thing first, I would just give you an opportunity to introduce yourselves to our viewers who are watching you for the first time. Let's know who you are, starting with you.
By names, I'm Oching Kennedy Omondi, and I'm coming from Siaya County. My home is Lagos Central. I'm the son of Nyade, and by profession, I'm a teacher.
Yes.
A secondary school teacher.
Yes.
That is my profession, and here we are as a family.
Wow.
Together with my wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Madam.
Yes.
Please let us know who you are.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm Gladys Jekwaretala from Baringo. Okay, I come from a Tugen community. And I'm a teacher by profession.
A Tugen community and a teacher by profession.
Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And I also have a family.
Yes.
Yes.
You are a mother.
He's
You
my
are.
husband.
Oh, it's your husband.
Yes.
That's beautiful. You know, it's good also to let our viewers know that you are actually a couple.
Yes.
And now, first thing first, you know, marriage is a real big topic. And just recently I saw you having a traditional wedding, and it was all beautiful. And before we get into that part of it, let's kindly just get to know, you know, when how did it come about to, you know, just now for you, the two of you, to now decide that we are going to get married? But before then, someone would ask, how did you guys meet?
So, where we met as colleagues. It is also good to meet at the workplace. It is not bad.
Yes.
And therefore, I was a teacher at a school in Sober.
Yes.
And there is where I was doing my profession. And she came for training as a teacher. And there is where I met her. And I saw her and fell in love with her. Yes.
Back in then, it was 2017.
2017. So you were in the same workstation.
Same workstation. Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful thing that colleagues are now, you know, starting a journey together. And I just want to know how the feeling was like how did you, getting that courage, to tell her that, it is what it is? Or you started with the lunch dates, and all that?
Oh, courage came about out of just checking the character. It is always good to check character, and beauty later. Is when I saw her, I got interested in her. As a man, if you are interested in something, you have to fight
you have to go for it.
And therefore, there is where I gained the courage out of her good character. Yeah.
Someone would, you've just answered that, but you see, in that kind of an organization setup, you would realize that there were many other ladies, not only herself. Yes. And were you contemplating about these other ladies, or you just spotted her and it was love on first sight?
Okay, I spotted her, and then it took some little time for me to be able to gather the courage to face her and approach her. Yeah.
I know we are still on you. Madam, we are coming to you because you are the one who initiated this process. Now, at what point did you now realize that no, I may get late and this may be off my hands? Let me now decide to go ahead and do the proposal.
Okay, one time I saw age was running in me, and I had reached the optimum, that is the age of marriage. I was 28, and therefore I wanted to start a family. In my mind, I wanted to settle and not to engage in other things, just to settle and
down.
Start my family. And that is when I gathered the courage and approached her at a particular instance. I think we were just out registering some things. Is when I talked to her. It took some time, but later she went and accepted. Yes.
Madam, now back to you. Is it something that you were anticipating from him? Did you see this coming when he decided that, will we do this together? Was it something you saw before he said it? Because I know ladies sometimes they can read between the lines. Yeah.
Actually, before then, I didn't see it coming. It was from my colleague also, whom we were doing teaching practice with. She told me that this guy is really interested in you. Until I told him, really? Then I took some time. I observed. Then I knew that there was something
cooking.
Then I gathered the courage. He took me somewhere, and then now we started chatting. We dated. Then we moved on.
How was the feeling when he took you out? How did he express himself? Darling, or Gladys, today can we have lunch? How did he do it?
He invited me actually, and then now
to his house.
Yes.
To his house.
We started somewhere first because I didn't want to go to his house first because I didn't know whether this person was actually genuine or is somebody else who just want to play with me. So he took me somewhere and then he approached me now. He told me that I really love you and I just want to take a step ahead with you. And then I told him that I will look into that. Give me some time, I think about it, and then I will give you the feedback. Then I took that time, maybe a week. I saw the person was really interested in me, and I told myself, this person is not bad. I think I can give him a chance, then I can see
how it goes.
Yes, how it goes. So when I gave him a chance, I saw him how he did the work, how he was.
You can talk to them so that the sound it's disrupting.
How he was with me, how we dealt some work with him in school. He was really supportive in my teaching practice program. And then I told myself, this guy is not bad. I can give him a chance, then we continue together. Yeah.
This is someone coming to you from a different tribe.
Yeah.
He's not from your tribe actually. And now you are doing a proposal to you. And you know, different people have different mentalities about different tribes. Some say, you know, I'm a Kalenjin, I cannot marry a Luo. I'm a Togen, I won't do a Luo. I'm a lawyer, I won't do a Kikuyu. How was this for you before we come to the family?
It was a challenge actually to me, because back then my background back at home now is a Tugen. And people believe that you cannot marry another tribe.
Yeah.
Yes, they can say you that where are you going to another tribe and you have
other men
around here. So it was really a challenge to me, even introducing to my parents that I have a
was a challenge.
It was a challenge to me. But I gathered myself, I say that this man loves me and I love him. So the tribe doesn't matter. And I just allow the love
to rule.
Yes.
Now I think we need to take a very quick commercial break, because this story is kind of interesting, and you know, we can talk and forget about taking a commercial break. Right here we are hanging around with Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy Ochieng. These are professionals and they are having such a beautiful story that is going to inspire you out there. This is my story, my wedding, my story program, and we are taking a very quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Crown Safaris, a signature of excellence.
What's up, beautiful people? How you doing? My name is Lenso Chieng, and this is African Flavor Show coming out to you on Crown TV.
You know, get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, no one hear what they want telling me. Could deny my fantasy. They want to check if my tap in no wrong. But it rush quite well, it be much. Now gotta make my tap in the rush.
Wow, welcome back. This is My Wedding, My Story show right here on Crown TV, and my name is Peter Fabius. Today we are hanging out with an amazing couple right here in studio, Mr. and Mrs. Ochieng Kennedy, and they're giving us such an inspirational story of their marriage journey. And before we went for that short commercial break, you were giving us a very interesting story that, you know, it was a challenge, you know, discussing this with your parents. At what time, at what moment did they accept that, no, you guys, you have our blessings?
I stayed almost half a year. And then they agreed that you can be together. By then I was pregnant.
You were ready. So when you were breaking the news,
Yes.
something had already started growing.
So they
Ochieng sio mchezo bwana. Umesema, you know, it's something that I've realized with a number of men, that this is the person I really want to settle down with. And the moment I waste time, things may not go well with me. So the first thing to do, fanya kitu. So uko set, ataenda wapi na mimba? And yet you love him, you love her. So talk to us about that moment.
my father didn't have any other option but to agree. Yeah.
Did you disclose to them that, you know, even as we are talking, I'm expecting?
Yes, I told him. Yes. I told my mom. Then later on, I told my dad. Yes. So they took it lightly, but now after some time they agreed now, and they told us that we should plan so that they can come home. Yes.
When you, at this moment when you are pregnant, had you come together to live together, or
Yes, we were living
you were living together? But at this moment the parents were not aware.
The parents were not aware.
So you decided to tell them. They knew that you were still doing your teaching practice.
Yes, I discovered when I finished my teaching practice, and then now I told the man, no, I'm not going home like this. We have to stay together.
When you realized now there's something, you are expectant.
And then I told him that we have to tell our parents. Then he called my mom. He told everything, and then I later explained to my mom. Yeah. Then my mom told me that let's go home so that you can talk about it. We planned and then we go home together. Yeah.
How was it for you, Mr. Chieng, when she broke this news that the parents are very much okay with that?
When she broke the news that the parents are very much okay, I was a happy man. Yeah.
What was the first step that you took, or you just made arrangements very quickly to go to her home?
No, the first thing that I did is that I called the parents, both the father and mother, and then I informed them that I'm with your daughter.
Yes.
And as she had told you, she is expectant, and therefore we need to make arrangements
and come.
So that I can come and visit you and report myself. Yeah.
That you've committed a crime.
That I've committed a crime.
You've stolen somebody's daughter.
Yes.
Okay, now you know, this is a real journey, and it's a beautiful journey.
Yes.
How has life been like together? You know, sometimes I'm reporting him. You know, sometimes Kiswahili sio mdomo chetu.
Yes.
Bridegrooms and talk to us about this journey.
It's okay. In planning the wedding,
and actually yours was a traditional wedding.
It was a traditional wedding.
Why first did you decide to do a traditional wedding rather than a church wedding?
I decided to do a traditional wedding so that I can get the blessings of the parents
first.
Yeah, from the parents first.
That's marvelous.
That is my mother, my father,
yes,
and then her mother and her father. So
yes,
to get that blessing from the parents is very much okay. Because at times when you grow up, you have to talk to your parents. You tell them that now I'm going to do this, and therefore release me with all the blessings.
Allow me to do it.
Yeah, and therefore they will release you. That is why I decided traditional wedding first, and then I'll come to the church wedding.
Or later.
Yeah.
So okay, that is also awesome. Doing such, you know, such in your traditions. Basically, you know, goito, as you call it. Is it goito?
Yes, goito.
Goito. It's a very important occasion to do. How was it like, you know, telling your parents to prepare and, you know, preparing for this? How was the whole process like? Because I know during goitos you even have, you know, brides, the maids. How was it like for you?
So at first, before we did the goito, we did what you call show up. The parents, my husband's parents, with their relatives came home to
your home.
Yes, to introduce themselves that this we are here,
and these are our intentions.
The intentions are here, and then now they are being talked to on what we are expected as a Tugen community. Yes, the pride.
So it was negotiated during the show up day.
Yes, during the show up day, and then now we were given time to plan the goito now.
What was the time frame?
The time frame, because we did the show up on March, and then till December.
December, so March to December, that was enough time to prepare.
Yes.
And sometimes you find people doing the show up like this year. Then for them to do the goito, having, you know, told the parents, you know, we have your daughter, I have your daughter, maybe they will end up coming after even 2 years. Mr. Cheng, were you prepared for all this? Because even March and December is not such a long period of time.
I was prepared for all this. That is why I decided to go for the show up. That is on March.
Yes.
So when we reach there on March, they have to tell you the date. You have to tell them the date. The elders of the community and the family.
Yes.
You have to mention the date. If you mention a longer date, they'll try the much they can to reduce
to bring it back.
Because it will look like you are playing with them. You are not very serious.
You are not serious.
Yeah.
We're testing waters.
You are testing waters. That is why we went on March and we decided on December. And between March and December, I had to do my best to ensure that I have completed the agenda that I wanted. Yes.
Did it strain you financially?
Financially, it's obvious.
Yes.
In any wedding, be it traditional or church, you have to strain financially because I had to go into my pocket deeply. My family, the church, friends, and everybody, they came up and they assisted me in terms of finances, and they continue motivating me and giving me hope. Yeah.
I realized that you had a very beautiful, very beautiful, attire during your goito. I was watching the video and it was awesome. I said, this is a beautiful attire. How did you come to choose these colors? Or is it something that comes itself, by itself from your tradition or something?
The tradition, you choose the Ankara because it has to blend with the tradition.
Oh yes.
Yes. So long time I had chosen the dress I want to wear.
Oh.
Yes.
Way before you.
Way before. Yeah. So it wasn't not.
It was not a big deal for you.
Big deal for me to choose it. So I had settled for the dress long time ago.
So did you have a designer do it for you, or you just bought it ready-made?
No, I had a designer.
Sometimes designers fail people during weddings, and it is something that has been occasioned or witnessed several times. You find you go to a wedding on a Friday, the bride or the groom, they're still up and down, they're still up till very late in the night, fighting with the designer. I'm having my wedding tomorrow. Sometimes we even witness in the morning, the day of the wedding, the actual day of the wedding, you realize that even the maids and the groomsmen are not ready with their attires. How did you bring this together to make sure that you don't experience such a thing at the last moment or at the last minute?
I did my dress 2 weeks before the wedding because I didn't want this challenge that the time gets me up. So I told my designer that this is the date I am having my wedding.
Yes.
So I didn't tell him the actual date because sometimes you can tell them and then they buy time.
Yes.
So I told them
an earlier day.
An earlier, 2 weeks earlier. So it was the best. Yeah.
So I think it is wise also to play safe when it comes to weddings, so that you don't tell them, you don't disclose the exact day for your weddings, because these guys can actually mess people up.
Yes.
You had very beautiful, amazing ladies on your line. I know you have a number of friends who are ladies who could have actually be on the line. What were you looking at when you were choosing, these ladies to escort you or to be with you during that day?
Availability, because you can tell someone and then that person can fail you.
Yes.
Because she has also other activities. So I chose someone who is available that day, and someone who can be able to give me the exact maybe exact amount of money that I want to
for the dress.
The dress. Yes, because you can tell someone and then someone tells me I don't
have the cash.
Yes, I don't have the cash, and then it goes training into your pocket, and you have a lot that time to do.
You have to handle.
Yeah.
Were they people related to you, friends or something?
Yeah, some of them are people related to me, and also some of them are my friends. Yeah.
Is it that you are choosing people, some are married, some are not, or you are basically looking for people who are not yet married?
Actually, one was a person who had been married, and others now are
single,
people.
single ladies.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Mr. Chien,
Yes.
We are supposed to go for a very short commercial break, but when we come back, I want us to talk actually about your experience on your big day, the D-Day itself. We want to really embark on that day and see how things went down for you. We saw there was nice food right there, and now you coming from a different tribe from her, sometimes there are certain tribes whereby you are told, you have to send money first that you are going to feed on with your guests, because we are actually just hosting you, but you are the one who is supposed to be hosting us. The guests are yours. But let's talk about that right after the break. My name is Peter Fabius, and this is My Wedding, My Story show, coming to you live from Crown TV in Nakuru City. We are taking this very short commercial break. Let's see you on the other side of the show. Welcome back. This is My Wedding, My Story show on Crown TV, and I'm still your host, Peter Fabius, and I'm having an amazing couple here, Mr. and Mrs. Ochieng Kennedy, and they are having such a beautiful story, love story. You see, love wins. It doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter your language, it doesn't matter your level of education. It wins. Mapenzi haichagui, sindio? Haichagui kabila. And they are really taking us through a very an amazing journey of their love, whereby it all began all the way from their teaching practice in the same workstation. And we are having an amazing opportunity also to get to know Mr. Chien. Before we went for that short commercial break, we were supposed to get into transition into your experience during the D-Day. How was it like? Were all your expectations met?
My expectations were met, but three-quarter way.
Three-quarter way?
Yeah, because I depended on the family to come, and
your family,
my family, they made their journey all the way from Kisumu, and they came during that day. The church, it is traditional, yes,
but the church came in.
The church came in, which was very okay.
Yes,
their family, we had communicated with the father. Preparations, all the preparations and arrangements, we made them, and they were very okay.
Yes.
And then on that particular day,
yes,
then everything was sorted. Yeah, the arrangement of the vehicles and everything was okay. Was okay.
Okay. In wedding planning, I know you have to have logistics, right? Logistics.
Yes.
Did you have someone who is taking care of transport, someone taking care of, like we say, the matron, someone taking care of the cake, someone, things like that?
In terms of the cake and the arrangement, because it is usually done at the wife's side, so they made the tents through the father.
Yes.
It is the responsibility of the father.
The family, yeah.
So the tent they made, the cake they prepared,
Yes.
and the food, the meals, it was upon them.
Okay.
So with me, it was just these
Other things.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, according to the Tugen community.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've just told us that 3/4 of it was met.
Yes.
Talk to us about this quarter.
This
What
quarter
what is this quarter that was never met?
this quarter that was never met during the preparation, but it was met during the traditional wedding day. Yeah. Because in terms of finances,
Yes.
I think I went down a little bit, but there are friends who came
in
to assist.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Let's also allow you weigh in. Were your expectations met?
Yeah, my expectations were met because I got the support from my family.
Yes.
My family supported me a lot. My brothers, my sisters, my parents, they were okay with me.
Yes.
They supported me throughout until the day.
I've been into a number of weddings and I've seen how they are being done. And the truth is that it can never be 100%.
Yeah.
It can never be 100%. At what point did you feel that this one is not right, it's not done perfectly as I expected?
I think is time.
Time was never
Because
managed well.
It was never managed well.
Yes.
Because I think there was some hiccups in terms of those who were traveling from
Up country.
From up country.
Yes.
Which was far.
Yes.
And therefore they reached a little bit late.
Yes.
And therefore we had to make a rush in terms of some things to make the wedding complete. Though there was a rush, but it was complete. Yes.
I know the event was there at your home.
Yeah.
And after the event, he came back and you remained there.
Yeah.
I know you must have had, some maybe some rumors or overheard from your parents about their experience of the day. According to them, were they satisfied of what happened, or did they feel like hawa Wajaluo wametuangusha ama Wajaluo walituwakilisha vizuri?
Yes, walisema kwamba wedding ilikuwa sawa, lakini time management from their side, they didn't manage the time as expected because we had so many problems. So we had to adjust the program so that we deal with everything that we had.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it went until last night.
And I think that's a good lesson for us, for him actually, because next time when we are doing your church wedding, now he knows these people can travel a day before rather than coming on the D-Day.
Yes.
Because on the road you never know. Anything can happen. Now, I think we are wrapping this up, and maybe next time we'll have another session with you based on everything. Using this camera, I want each of you to give their final word. We'll take you first.
Okay.
The advice you can give the youth outside there, some of them are dating, some are in colleges, some are are actually working, and just give them, because we've gotten a very beautiful experience from you. Sometimes ladies, you really buy time with us. Someone comes, shoots their shoot, and you still want to buy time with them. You say, oh, wait for me, like give me this year. what are you waiting for a whole year? Then at long last you tell someone, you know, oh, I'm sorry. So take it away.
So what I can say is that if you love someone,
Yes.
stick with that person, despite the tribe that the person comes from. So stay with that person and love that person the way you want to be loved also.
Yes.
Because sometimes challenges are there, but don't back down. Yes, I'm telling the youth outside there, marriage is not easy. Yes, it's inahitaji uvumilivu. Yes, you have to humble yourself and be ready to face all the challenges in life, because it is not a bed of roses actually. So when you are there, you have to deal with all the challenges that are there in marriage. So what I can tell someone, despite the tribe that you are going to be with, so support that person and love that person.
Yes.
Yes.
He's coming from a different tribe, whereby, you know, they have different traditions and culture. How has this resonated with you?
Until now, I'm still learning.
Have you known any Kijaluo?
Yes.
Like?
The Nyako kama msichana.
Let us go.
Nyongebe. Nyongebe.
And then one thing that I learned is Kipsengwek.
What is that?
Yeah, the heavens.
Oh, the heavens.
Yes.
And then Achomin Jeso. I love
Jesus. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Has he ever laid his hand on you? You know, these people sometimes, when they become angry, you can feel it rough. It can be rough on you. Has he done, you know, you've stayed for some time. Has he ever gotten to a point whereby, you know, I will beat you, and he has already done it?
Yes, never laid the hands on me.
Oh.
But he has been so angry at some time.
At some time,
Yes.
but not to an extent
Not
of
to an
beating you.
extent of beating me.
Oh, congratulations! You must be a gentleman. You know that is good. That is good because me, I hate hearing that. You know, men beating their wives. I don't like that. You know, these are people. They are human beings, and you, both of you, are mature people. If you have a problem, you can actually sit down, resolve it in a amicable way, in a very mature and honorable way, and have a solution out of it. Beating a wife is old-fashioned. It is a very retrogressive way of thinking. So for that, I would give you another plus. Yeah, because that is a good thing. And never try to lay your hands on her. It's a beautiful thing because you loved someone, and now take care of this daughter of someone. Give us your last words. I don't know, which camera are we using? We are using this camera.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay, my last word is I want to say that love is immeasurable.
Yes.
You cannot measure love. And to the youths outside there, go ahead and beat the cultural barrier. Because ethnicity is long gone.
Yes.
Tribalism is long gone.
Sure.
We are in a new generation. And therefore, if you love somebody, whichever the tribe, then is what I'm saying, that love is immeasurable. You cannot measure it.
Yes.
And the youths outside there, always get the blessing from your parents.
Sure.
Yeah. Don't go and take this kind of marriage that is called come we stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
it will
not
not assist at all. And if you are to find love and find a good woman, then you have to fight for it as a man. And love was ordained by God, Jesus Christ. In terms of Christianity, though it is traditional wedding,
Yes.
but I followed some things in terms of Christianity. Jesus said that love is the greatest commandment above all.
Yes.
And that is why I surpassed the rivers, I surpassed the roads, I surpassed the forest to find love of my wife.
Oh man, you are going to kill us with romance. So is this what it says it does in the house?
Yes, it is true.
It's very romantic.
Yes.
So you have all this every day?
I am.
At no point will you ever think of going back to
I can
our
never turn back.
To interrupt just the show a little bit, there are some points that I wanted to make. During the it's called what? When we were staying with her,
Yes.
preparation for the wedding is when I got an accident, and I got it at the highway. That is the Kisumu Nairobi highway, and
Where
I
exactly?
at Salga.
Salga. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
and
about
then
that.
I broke my leg. I went in a coma. That is for about 3 to 4 days. I was almost going, but the Lord was great through my wife's prayer, the church's prayer, and the family
prayed with you.
interceding for me. Then I managed to come back. And my
And
wife,
during this time, you had not visited their home.
I had already visited their home.
But you had not done the
We
wedding.
had not done the wedding. And then
Back
she's
2020.
it was in
2020.
2020. Yes.
But she stayed.
She stood by me, and by that time she was expectant. She was having my child, who is called Sean Howie. Yeah.
Is it
And
Howie of
was,
Kijaluo meaning?
Howie of Kijaluo meaning blessing.
Blessings, yes.
And luck. Yeah.
Hi, so that's a beautiful story because you know most of this, most people will run away when you are in such a condition or such a situation or state. But you see, for her, she stood by you. She was there for you, and up to the end of it all.
For her, she stood by me.
Yes.
Even when I got out of the hospital,
Yes.
I was in a wheelchair and crutches. And my mind was not 100%, yeah, because I had gone in a coma. And she took care of me in terms of everything. Yet she was expecting, she did not even miscarry.
Yes.
But she carried the child up to the last minute, and the child was born when I was now doing fine. I had improved
Yes.
in terms of my health, and she did not run away. She decided just to stay by me.
Yeah,
And
that's
for the people that are outside there, the youths that are there, if you get married to somebody, don't run away.
Yeah.
In case you see
Stick to
any
them.
hiccups or challenges that
Yes.
are there, because you have now decided.
Yes.
Yes.
Give her before that. I want her to give you a word. Anything sweet, anything romantic, sticking by his side at that very critical moment. Most people would have walked away, but you stood by him. That is really evidence of love. Yeah.
So I decided to stick by my husband, yeah. Since I had declared in the first place, in the first place when we met, that I am going to be with this man, despite any challenge that we may come through. So, I can say that we have to stick by each other,
Yes.
despite anything that we come across.
Yes.
It was really a big challenge to me. I'm expecting the baby here. I was 3 months pregnant, and now this challenge coming in, that is the
Real
accident.
tragedy.
It was really, yes, tragic. So it was really a tragic situation, I can say.
Okay.
Yes, I experienced a lot.
This is a woman of virtue, a woman of Proverbs 31. 31 what? Bishop. It's Proverbs what? The whole of it. Proverbs 31, the whole of it. Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Your word to her.
Sure. As my wife, I just wanted to tell her that I'll stick by her.
Tell her.
Yeah, I'll stick by her till death do us apart. Nothing will go ahead.
Okay, this is how I want it. Gladys, I want to tell you that you've been there for me in every situation and condition. I want to profess and confess my love for you.
Okay. So, as my love, I just wanted to tell you that I love you so much. It is beyond and it is immeasurable, and I want to appreciate you for the respect that you have accorded me, for being a very stable woman, a strong woman, respectful woman, hardworking woman, and for being able to give me even children. That is Sean and Cheryl. I just want to appreciate for always standing by me and not moving away from me, no matter the circumstances that are there, in happiness and even in sadness. She has always been with me, and I want to appreciate you so much, and I want to tell you that I love you. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gladys, do you have a word for her?
I just want to say that I really love you so much. I cannot think otherwise. Let the Lord bless us and we move on. Yes.
Amen. Amazing. Wow. I want to thank you very much for creating time for us and also honoring our invitation to come here very early in the morning, though we had a very crushed program. And thank you for bringing even Junior here. Ebu sema hi pale. Hi. Salimia wale. Hi. Hello. Hello. So that has been my wedding, my story show right here on Crown TV, and I've been your host, Peter Fabius. We are having another beautiful couple lined up for us in the next session. Stay tuned. We love you, and bye bye for now. If you're watching us for the first time, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Crown TV KE on all social media platforms. Have a great day. Have a beautiful day. We love you. Bye bye for now. Waambie bye bye. Sasa.
Wala nitakuwa na wewe na kuvisha pete iwe ishara ya pendo langu kwako. Na ahidi penzi kamilifu, kukuheshimu, kuwa mwaminifu. Kwa shida, kwa raha, nitakuwa na wewe na kuvisha pete iwe ishara ya pendo langu kwako. Na ahidi penzi kamilifu, kukuheshimu, kuwa mwaminifu. Kwa shida, kwa raha, nitakuwa na wewe na kuvisha pete iwe ishara ya pendo langu kwako.